मनोबुद्ध्यहंकार चित्तानि नाहं न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे
न च व्योमभूमेन तेजो न वायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्
न च प्राणसन्नो न वै पञ्चवायुर्न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोशः
न वा पाणिपादौ न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्
न मे द्वेषरागौ न मे लोभमोहः मदो नैव मे नैव मात्सर्यभावः
न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्
न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञः
अहं भोजनं नैव भोजं न मोक्ता चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्
न मृत्युर्न शङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्म
न बन्धुर्न मित्रे गुरुर्नैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम्
अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो विभुर्व्याप्य सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणि
सदा मे समत्वं न मुक्तिर्न बन्धः चिदानन्दरूप शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम्.
It is from Shankara. He says, the stupid man looks at his body and says, this is I. The more learned thinks, this is I of his personality. But the wise man knows the true self, saying, I am the eternal. Either we should believe these people that whatsoever they are stating, saying is true. Either we are true. We also believe that we are this body. If we are this body, according to Shankara, we are stupid. The only stupidity, the real stupidity is that we believe we are this body. And to discover, to know, to explore that I am not the body is the only spirituality. Nothing more. We never actually have given a thought. Otherwise, when we speak of this body as mine. This is my body. When we say my body, it simply means I am not the body. I am something separate, something apart. I say my hand, my eyes, my mind, my body, my legs, isn't it? Whatsoever is mine is not me. It is very simple. Like other things, outer things, like TV, like refrigerator, like fan, like table, like chair, like house, they are also mine. But it does not mean I am a table. If the table is mine, it simply means it is not me. The same way, if the body is mine, it does not mean that I am the body. And Shankara says, the stupid man looks at his body and says, this is I. And when you are really convinced, when you drop this belief that you are this body, when you come out of this belief, you are free. You are in moksha. That is what we call freedom, what you are seeking. You are seeking freedom. Freedom from what? And what is freedom? Freedom means I am not this body. The more, and few people think that their personality is their I. That is not true. Your personality goes on changing from the very birth. Every day you are growing, you are learning, you are becoming skillful. It goes on changing. And you have many personalities. You are not a one person, you are many person. In a simple way. Now Preeti and Shumona became mother. They have small kids. It is a new personality. Now they are mother. Few years before they got married, they become wife. It is a new personality. Is that it? Even if you go little more ahead, they were just student. Shumana was a teacher. So that too is a personality. When you stand before your father, you are a daughter. You have a different personality. Now you stand before your son, you are a mother. You have a different personality. Many persons are living in you. And maybe to each of your friend when you meet, you have a different personality before that very friend. Do you think this you are really? What you really are? Have you ever thought what I am? No, we never question. And what is spirituality? Spirituality means to know what's true nature. What is my true nature? But the wise man knows, not thinks. The stupid man looks at his body and says, this is I. The more learned thinks, this is I, of his personality. But the wise man knows the true self, knows. It makes a lot of difference. Belief simply means you don't know. A blind man can believe that there is no sun. Or he can say, yes, I know, there is a sun. In both the cases, when he says yes, when he says no, he does not know. The man of eye sees and knows that yes, the sun is. Knowing makes all the difference. We are living in the world of believers. We are also believers. Hindu is a belief, Muslim is a belief, Sikh is a belief. Even this is also a belief that I am a woman or a man. It is a belief. Neither you are woman nor you are man. Will you agree? But when you know your true self, you know that you are not the body. Female or male, not me. You never change. You remain. Each moment you are. When you were a child, since your childhood, you have seen so many seasons. Now you may be 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, or 60 years old. Many things happen to you. Everything goes on changing. From childhood, after childhood you become teenager, then you became young, then you got married, you became wife or husband, now you became mother or father. Soon you will be entering into the old age. Many things goes on changing. But deep down something is there which does not change. What is that? That is real you. The question is, how do I know I am? Everybody knows that he is. But how does one knows that one is? Will you answer? Anybody? How do you know? There is something which makes me know that I am. I am, there is no question about it. Nobody can say I am not. And nobody needs any witness that he exists. But how do I know? What is that? That is called Atman, the self, which does not change, on which the change appears. Appearing and disappearing is happening on something. And what is that something? That something is called consciousness. It is so subtle, it is so subtle. It is the subtlest. It is very, very mirror-like. It goes on just reflecting whatsoever is. Things appears and they again disappears. When you are sitting silently with closed eyes, a thought appears, a emotion appears, a sensation appears, a memory appears, it appears and disappears, again something appears and disappears, again. All the time this process is happening, but you never notice how you come to know. You come to know because you are that mirror, you are the consciousness. When you stand before the mirror, what happens? An image appears in the mirror, isn't it? Again disappears, image, the mirror is there again. When something appears in the mirror and it covers the whole mirror, the mirror is not afraid. It can reflect. The same way, you go on reflecting whatsoever is, whatsoever, outside the body and inside the body. Outside the body, there is a world of material things, people, trees, the whole universe, rivers, mountain, and inside the world of imagination, thoughts, emotion, sensation, memories, projections, whatnot. But what stay? Nothing stay. Nothing cannot. Nothing can stay. It appears and disappears. But you start believing in them, you start possessing them, you start hating them, there you get stuck. There you suffer. Because you cannot catch hold of any reflection, and they are reflection. And you get identified and involved. If you don't get identified and involved, you are intact, eternal, all the time present. To be present is the very nature. Now see, in this way, if you are not, if the consciousness is not there, where is the thought? Can thought exist? Can emotion exist? It simply means because you are, everything is. If you are not, where is the emotion? Where is the thought? Where is the body? Nothing is. It means you are prior to all. You must be present first. Only then anything can be there. You are prior to all. And second thing, you are the witnessing. Your only quality is just witnessing, just reflecting. So consciousness has the quality of mirroring, just reflecting, just showing things. So what to do? Not to get identified, not to get involved, that's all. You are as safe as before, as ever, and you are eternal. Next line is even more beautiful. But the wise man knows the true self saying, I am the eternal. He is individual though without separateness. This is a contradiction. Very beautiful expression. He is individual, the one who knows that he is the self, that he is the eternal. He is individual. You think you are individual. No, you are not individual. Individual means indivisible. One moment you think one moment that you are a good man. Other moment you start feeling guilty that you are a bad man. How you are individual then? You cannot have both. You are only then individual when the duality has disappears completely, when all the personality in you, different personality have melted down, have disappeared. Only then you become indivisible individual. And at the same time, though without separateness, you are not separate from the whole. The moment you identify with the body and you tell yourself that I am this body, you are separating yourself from the whole. If you are not the body and you just are, you are whole, indivisible. First you create the illusion, then you try to sort it out. So in the very first place, there is no need to create the illusion. And what is the illusion? The illusion is that you are limiting yourself, believing that this is me, this body is me. So when you know, when you discover that you are not the body, for the first time you feel that you are one. This is all one piece whatsoever is. It is in me, I am in all. That is individual. The person has disappeared. Now all the time it is a self-effulgent presence. I am shining as a presence all the time. It is because of my light the whole universe exists. He is individual though without separateness. He has dissolved the I in pure consciousness. The I you utter, I don't like this, I hate this, I love this. You use this word many times a day, isn't it? This I is nothing but the body sense. This is I, and I like this. When this I is dissolved in consciousness, in pure consciousness, only then you are individual. He has dissolved the I in pure consciousness. He has dissolved the body sense into the sense of the self. He has dissolved his ego. Ego which separates you from the whole, which makes you believe that you are separate from the whole. No, you are not separate in the first place. So when you dissolve this body sense, this ego, when you forget that I am this body, when this I thought disappears into pure consciousness, where it disappears? It disappears in the same, in the pure consciousness. He has dissolved the I in pure consciousness. Liberation cannot be achieved except through perceiving the identity of the individual spirit with the universal spirit. Now this I has dissolved. Individual spirit, the body sense has dissolved, and the universal spirit, the oneness, the non-separation has appeared. You can call them Atman and Brahman are identical. Means myself and the higher self, the universal self, they are identical. They are not separate. Their essence is pure consciousness. What remains? All there is consciousness. If there is no consciousness, I cannot come to know that I am. It is because of the consciousness I come to know that I am. So if I remain in my pure consciousness, then where is the problem? Problem is created when, as a consciousness, as a pure consciousness, I start believing that I am this body, which I am not. Then one day this body has to dissolve, has to disappear. And the disappearance of the body, I start assuming that it is my disappearance. No, it is not my disappearance. That is why it is said that you must discover your true nature so that when the body goes, you are happy. A Jnani, a Buddha is happy to leave his body. That is the happiest moment in his total life. Because he will be totally free. And he knows that he is not the body. So he is not afraid. He is not trembling. He happily lives. On the contrary, he waits for this moment, the final moment, when he leaves the body and he knows what he is. He is indestructible, unbounded, eternal, pure, free. Shivoham, Shivoham.
Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti.